And we're ready to go. It's SK Twins TV, and we're back. Who's joining us? Who's with us? I want to know who's all out there. There's a few of you in the last couple of videos I made, and write a message. Tell me where you're from. Are you watching the UFC right now? Are you catching the main event between Pennington and Nunes? If you are, let me know. SK Twins TV here. Hit me up. Any questions you have about MMA, any questions you have about the UFC and this main event right here, I'd be gladly to answer anything at all. Just watch the Jacare and Gastelum fight. Absolute war. Fantastic bout. Who's looking forward to seeing what's going to happen? If the belt changes hands, who's looking forward to it? Amanda Nunes. Nunes just getting her name called out. Should be a good one. Coming to the centre of the ring. Where you guys at? Who's watching the main event right now? Give me a shout. Matt Goddard refereeing the main event of the night. Pennington looks good. Nunes always looks good. She's a bit cringy, but she always looks good. Let's see what happens tonight. Main event tonight. Who's watching? Let me know. Where you from? Who you got? Who's your favourite? Let me know. And seconds out, boom. Let's go. Start of round one. Bantamweight Ladies Championship of the World on the line. Let's see what happens. Very, very excited for this bout. I was actually thinking about going to sleep there because I've been up for hours watching all kinds of different fights, because tonight was a spectacular night of fighting, from K1 Glory to boxing. Oh, what a low kick from Nunes. She dropped Pennington immediately. Just dropped her onto the deck with a low kick. Swept her legs away. Beautiful. Pennington looking quite weary. Put the volume down. I don't want to get screwed over. YouTube will try and get me in trouble as well, so I need to be very careful. That was a beautiful low kick. It tripped the challenger. Sorry, tripped the challenger, and see what's going on here. What's going on? It's been a bit weird. So I don't want to play it. And when you do play it, it goes back a few. She's got Pennington against the fence here. Nunes. She's really showing her authority immediately, and she's just stepping in there, and she is taking no prisoners. She is dictating where she wants the fight to go. Nice high kick there. Pennington is just kind of standing back into the fence. Not really using her feet. Really allowing Amanda to really get off on her. Apologies about farting there live. Oof, nice low kick again. Pennington, nice strong frame, but you're getting caught with shots here. Returned by a good low kick there, inside low kick from Pennington. Hands up for both guys. Both fighters here have really sharp fundamentals. Excuse me. They have quite sharp fundamentals. Pennington's really came from the bottom, they got and worked her way all the way up. And that fight where she beat Misha Tate, that was a really coming of age fight for her. Really proved that came on leaps and bounds and was the ultimate fighter. I mean, I never thought she would end up fighting for a title, and she's ended up fighting for a world championship like tonight. And she's had a lot of very impressive wins leading up to this opportunity. So it's not like she's just been handed a chance like she is. She is something really special. Yeah, Pennington. She's a great fighter, great heart. Um, always puts on the line. She's got grit, like she's got that lesbian grit. No offense to lesbians, but she's got that tomboy grit. You know, that girl in your class who'd be one of the only girls who'd play football, but she'd be just as good as all the boys. That's Raquel Pennington right there. It's just tough. Oof. They're both gunslinging a little bit. Just shooting straight shots. End of the first round. Round for the champ. Anybody who's watching right now, let me know where you're from, where he's from, what part of the world. If you're from the UK, what part of the UK you're from? What's your favourite martial art? What got you into the UFC? Let me know. I want to know. Did you catch the Lomachenko fight tonight? That was absolutely amazing. What a fight, back and forth. I mean, Linares dropped Lomachenko, a beauty. Lomachenko done really good to come back and finish him in the 10th round. Linares couldn't beat the count. He couldn't get up and beat the count, which was frustrating because it's the 10th round. He was 2 more rounds away from a decision, and if it went to decision, it was very 50-50. I mean, there's a great likelihood that Linares could have been given the decision. And what about Zachary versus Gastelum? What a fight! And who watched that? If you're watching this right now, let me know. Did you watch that fight? And what did you think of it? Showing the highlights of the last round there. Let's see how round 2 fares. Excuse me. Both fighters are ready to go. Who do you guys want to win this fight? Pennington or Amanda Nunes? A lot of people don't like Amanda Nunes. They think she's really cringy and she's not a good champion. She is a good champion, but she's just really cringy. She's not good on the mic. She really needs some sort of like speech coach to like teach her, just improve on her English, because she's just really cringy. She doesn't know when she's in that moment when the camera's in her face. She just says the most cringiest things, and that lion hat thing that she wore to the weigh-ins. I mean, no offense to you, I've got a lot of respect for her, but she was kind of asking for it there. A lot of people made fun of her for that, and Raquel's hot here. She's hot, and she's pinned against the fence here. Nunes has got her pinned against the fence. She's a wounded prey. I think her vision is slightly distorted. Nice duck under from Raquel. Come up, and she came up, ducked under, came up, and landed a beautiful hook over the top. That was really nice. Who do you guys want to win, guys? I put my glasses on to see your comments if you have any. The fight's quite and like good to see you keeping the comments nice and positive. For Fantasy's fighting, Pedro Apollo, how you doing, my man? Where are you from? Nunes for Fantasy fighting. What do you think of Nunes? I rate her really highly, to be honest, but she just needs to stay away from the cringy shit. Like, she's landing low kicks at will tonight. Oh. Nice. Beautiful teep to the stomach by Nunes. What's your thoughts of the fight so far, the title fight? What do you think? What way do you think it's going? I mean, Pennington's losing so far, but she's showing no like remorse to quit in any way. She's still in the fight. She's keeping her hands tight. She's moving her feet. Nunes is just trying to close in that distance and get in a range where she can utilize her striking. Nunes has got good striking. I think it's slightly underestimated. She's got really good boxing technique, good kickboxing, and she can mix things up really well. Nunes, nice shots there. Pennington has underrated striking, in my opinion, and her wrestling defense is really good. Nunes seems to be in a rhythm at this point and a little bit more comfortable than Pennington is. What do you guys think of Pennington? Are you impressed by Raquel and what she's been able to do? And Pennington's not been in this sport for a long time. If any of you guys remember, she was in The Ultimate Fighter. She was actually coached by Miesha Tate. And later on, she actually went and fought Miesha Tate, which is brilliant. And she got a win against her as well, which is... Pedro Polo. Nah, I agree with you, man. I don't see Pennington winning this. Yeah, I agree with you. I think she did kind of get given it too early, but I mean, who else would you give a shot to at 135, bro? Not many other girls ready for it. She seems to be the only one who's winning. Shevchenko got a chance. Who you could, in my opinion, you could put in there again. Shevchenko, phenomenal fighter. Yeah, but I do agree with you. I do agree with you. It's a little bit too early for Pennington right now. Maybe 2 or 3 more fights. I think she would have been better suited for it. I just think her skills slightly lack in terms of what's needed to be a champion in that division. Nunes, even though she's ultra cringy, but she's got a well-rounded game. That's the thing about her. She's got a very well-rounded game, training with the likes of American Top Team. So guys, that's us into the 3rd round now. 4th round, sorry. Answer the top terms, right? Tell me, bro, what did you think about Zachary Souza versus Kelvin Gastelum? I thought that was a phenomenal fight. I thought that was such a great fight. Both guys really put it on the line, and it was great to watch. Honestly, I think if Zachary didn't overly go for the armbar at the end of the 1st round, I think he would have had a little bit more in the tank, and potentially could have maybe finished Gastelum late. But I just feel he was so gassed out, but he was just trying to get through it. But so much heart showed by both guys, honestly. What a fight. Did any of you guys see Hermanson fight? Oh, what a takedown by Nunes. Nunes just got a beautiful takedown there, and she's inside control. Jack Hermanson, Swedish and Danish guy. He represents Sweden and Denmark. He looked absolutely phenomenal. He was fighting Thales Leites, who was dominating him all the way through, dominating with his grappling and some nice low kicks at the start of the fight. And Hermanson just won't be broken. Like, he's got the heart of a lion, honestly. Like, he's those Scandinavian warriors. Like, he's got those genetics, the Viking genetics, and he's a special fighter, honestly. Really good counter wrestling. He's got good striking, and just overall, just got that heart. He just got that heart where Leites tried to finish him a few times with different submissions. He had the anaconda he tried to finish with. He had the arm triangle he tried to finish him with, where he really blew himself out. And it was literally right after he let go of the anaconda attempt where Hermansson ended up mounting him, and he started. Well, sorry, he actually had Leites in all fours turtle position, and from on top of that, Hermansson would just start to land some ground and pound, and he managed to finish Leites because he was that tired. Do you know what I mean? That was phenomenal. I really hope they give Hermansson a performance of the night at least. They've just been stood up. Mark Goddard has just stood them up. See what happens. Who do you think should get a performance of the night? Yeah, it does. Heart does make a difference. Sometimes it really does. Just it gives them that extra bit, you know. It gives them that. If the other guy's more skillful than you, the other guy's got more experience than you. Like your heart can carry you through. Do you know what I mean? You have a certain amount of experience. You've got a certain amount of skill set there. When both fighters start to get tired in a fight, it's that heart that really wins it for one of them. When they're neck and neck, one guy's just got a little bit more heart, a little bit more grit, where he's just not gonna give up. Well, sub of the night. Probably have to be the Ezekiel choke from the bottom by the Russian dude or the Ukrainian dude. I can't remember his name right now. Oleksik, I believe. 1 minute left of this round. Nunes is picking Pennington apart. And can I just say, Pennington has got serious grit as well. I mean, she's taking a bit of a beating, but she's not refusing to. She's refusing, sorry, to quit. She's refusing to show any signs of giving in, slowing down. And right now, she's got the champion pinned against the fence. Brilliant takedown defense from Nunes. Fantastic. Back in the center. Pennington rushing in there with a 1-2. Not really connecting. I mean, knockout of the night. Did any of you guys see Vitor Belfort and Machida's fight? I mean, it was just a master chess shootout. And Machida just really, he picked the chance, he picked the opportunity, timed it to perfection, and he landed a front teep, the exact same one that Anderson Silva caught Vitor Belfort with it was over 10 years ago anyway, but that exact same kick, except Machida didn't jump and throw it. Machida just threw it, just standing teep. That should get a knockout of the night. That was fantastic. Be Fair, another guy's joined us. How you doing, my man? Where are you from? And Pejab, Beha Polo. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. The way your name should be pronounced. Beha Polo. What is it like in Vietnam? Did you say you're from Vietnam and from the US originally? How's life in Vietnam? I'd love to travel there. I'd love to check it out. Be Fair, Chandler was on Rogan the other day. You'd love to see him in the UFC. Bro, so would I. That's a great shout. You're from the St. Louis area. Great place, filled with great fighters. A lot of good history. I think that's a really good shout you've got there. Talking about Michael Chandler. We need to see Michael Chandler fighting at 155 in the UFC. We need to see that, man. It's been way too long. He He's always been that guy who's always on the fringes of the UFC, the fringes of the best in the world, but always in that conversation that he's one of the best lightweights in the world. It's like him and Ben Askren are the two guys I've always wanted to see in the UFC. And Fedor Emelianenko, obviously, Fedor. But yeah, no, like Michael Chandler. Yeah, I agree with you there. Chandler can't do worse than Will Brooks. No way. I think Chandler would do a lot better. To be honest, do I see GSP versus Diaz happening? I kind of do. I see it happening because the UFC are going for big money fights nowadays. It's not necessarily what makes sense in terms of rankings or logistically, according to the matchups, what's been going on. They're going by big money fights. They're going by pay-per-view fights. And if you're going by pay-per-view numbers and going for a massive, massive fight that's going to sell a lot of tickets and just get a lot of people watching, GSP versus Nate Diaz is not a bad fight for that. I mean, that's going to do really well. You know, it's going to do phenomenal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who'll win though, to be honest. Yeah, I agree with you, Ben Fair. Askren has got a boring style, but effective. He's effective. But I like your shout there about Chandler. Chandler, man, he needs to be in the UFC. And I watched that podcast the other day where he was talking to Joe Rogan. He's such an interesting athlete. It just the way his mind works. Honestly, athletes of that sort of caliber, it's just they're their worst critic, like in the world, like their own worst critic. Honestly, but it's just that desire. Like when he messes up, when he loses, when something happens to him in there, you can tell Chandler can't sleep at night till he's got a chance to rectify it. He won't sleep. He won't eat. And like you just know it. He's one of those guys, mentally tough guy, honestly. Did any of you guys watch when Michael Chandler, when he screwed his knee up against, I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but he was defending his title against this guy in Bellator, and he hurt his knee. But he was on one leg. Chandler was on one leg hopping, and he still wanted to fight. It just goes to show the kind of desire and passion and will that he's got. Where literally, like he's fucking willing to go to the end, man. Nunes is dominating. No, she's just controlling the fight, keeping her in her comfort zone. To be honest. Oh yeah, Chandler versus Alvarez were some of the best fights. Yeah, I agree with you, and underappreciated. I feel. Yeah, I agree with you. Brett Primus, that's it. It's Brett Primus, that's his name. He also didn't want to fight Chandler again after that fight, and they should have had a rematch. Chandler's crazy, he wanted to fight straight away. No finish from Nunes yet. Nope. She's dominating position. She's controlling the fight. She's right now. She's just in the mount position. She had Pennington sort of skirming and trying to regain her posture and try and get on her feet, but Nunes is doing a great job of just pinning her down in between rounds here. Just keep my glasses on for a second just so I can also read your comments. We've got some cool guys here on the chat. Anybody else who's watching this fight right now, join us. Tell us what you think, who you think's going to win, who you want to win. Have you enjoyed the UFC card tonight? Did you catch your boxing? We'd love to know. We'd love to hear from you. Pennington's looking like she's out of her depth right now. So you're right. You're actually right, bro. it's quite early for her to get this title shot. And to be honest, I'll admit that before the fight, I actually thought Pennington would give Nunes a better fight. She's went 5 rounds. We're on the 5th round now, guys. Final round. But Nunes has dominated pretty much every round. I don't see... If it goes to decision, I don't see Pennington getting even 1 round, to be honest. But I do appreciate Pennington's heart and desire. I respect that a lot. Still in her eyes, she's got no sign of quitting. And that's a lot. Seeing fighting, that means a lot as well. These guys will never quit. Like, they just will not quit. There's no shame in losing. There's no shame in losing at all. I mean, my brother competes still. I've competed in the past in Muay Thai and amateur MMA, and it's not about losing. Like, if you lose, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean you're terrible. But people who don't look for a way out, that's a trait that you can't really teach a lot of people, I feel. You can train people to fight. You can train people to have amazing cardio, to keep going. But see, if in there they're weak, and in there they're weak, I mean, your cardio, you're just going to be able to go, all your cardio means then is you can just go for longer till you're going to quit. So these traits that people like Pennington have, I mean, it's what's got her here. It's what's got her to the dance. Which I respect a lot. Really, really respect it. Nunes just dominating position. Bloodied up nose, Pennington now. Little or no offense coming from Pennington. She's covering up. Mind you, though, she still doesn't look like she's going to quit ever, but she's getting lit up now. She's getting lit up and she's not moving her feet. 1 minute down of the 5th round. 4 minutes left of the fight. And she's getting picked apart, guys. She's getting picked apart now. I can't believe you just brought that up. I think Shevchenko came close, to be honest. I think she really did. But it was a close fight. I need to be honest. It was a close fight. She should go for the strikes here. You're right. I agree with you. She's got her mounted again. She's on top of her, but she's not raining down ground and pound. I can't believe you just mentioned that, by the way. The Korean Zombie versus Aldo. That was a phenomenal fight. And the Korean Zombie was winning, and then his shoulder ended up coming out. That was crazy fight. That was mental. And we've not really seen the Korean Zombie much after that, but he was out for 4 years because he had to do mandatory duty for the Korean army. And as soon as he left the army, the UFC immediately re-signed him. They booked him in against Dennis Bermudez. And you remember he knocked Bermudez out in 1 round. Beauty. Like, the Korean Zombie, by the way, he was one of my favourites before he hurt his shoulder and went away to the army or whatever for a bit. Because when he fought Aldo, he was winning. Oh, thank you very much. I do love combat sports. I live and breathe this shit. So literally ask me anything, bro, and I'll know it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, he dislocated his shoulder, man, and he was winning the fight. That's what's so crazy about it. He was fucking winning, man. So you've actually got her on a fantasy fight thing. All right, fuck, right. I want her to finish her. I hope she finishes her. So your fantasy thing comes in. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to do a fight show. That's the thing. I'm actually an actor as well. Oh no, I don't like MMA junkie, bro. Oh no, the fantasy thing. All right, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I hope you get it, mate. I hope you win it. I hope you win it. She's got her mounted, man. Rain down those shots. Come on. Oh, it's the end of the fight. What happened? My screen cut off, guys. What happened? Here. What happened? What happened there? Oh, she got the TKO. Here, she got the TKO. Beja Polo. What's happening, my man? Beja Polo. She got the TKO, bro. So you got your fantasy fighting. That's fucking brilliant. That's awesome, man. She got the late TKO at the end of the fifth round, man. That was good. The thing about Nunes there was she was very persistent and she kept her volume at a steady pace where she wasn't really going for the knockout necessarily, like singular knockout shots, but she kept her volume of her combinations quite high intensity, and she just kept wearing Pennington down, wearing her down, wearing her down, wearing her down, and got her to that point there where the TKO was inevitable. I mean, you were saying it again and again. You guys kept saying it, to be honest, and it happened. So good on you, man. Good call for going for the TKO there, because yeah, and she's shit hot. She is. Yeah, she is like a younger Leslie Smith, definitely. Right at the end of the fight there, man, that was brilliant. So that's her defended her title. Brilliant. Right, guys, I'm heading off because in the UK right now it's it's 6 a.m. in the morning, man. So I've been up all night. I've been watching the fights in America. I've been watching the fights in the boxing in America, the boxing in the UK. I've watched the MMA. I've watched Bellator that was in America. The UFC was in Brazil. So I'm absolutely knackered now, guys. But thank you for joining me. You guys are awesome. You guys got some serious knowledge as well. Join me next time for when fights are on. We're going to be doing more of this. I'm going to be doing more of my own shows, talking about different fights, analyzing upcoming fights, talking about past fights, like stuff like the Korean Zombie fighting Jose Aldo, fights like that. I want to talk about stuff like that because I don't think in MMA they talk about great fights from the past as much and how significant they were and fighters from the past and what have you. Um, yeah, so there'll be more of that. Well, thanks for joining me. And for now, this is SK Twins TV, and we'll hit you up soon with some more videos on boxing and MMA. Peace for now, and good night.